My challenge was to involve the king of bar games, the game that made Paul Newman and Tom Cruise stars. Pool. 8-ball pool consists of 7 balls with stripes, 7 without. To win, one player has to pocket either all the striped ones or all the solid ones, and then finish off by potting the black. Now, I'm a half-decent pub-level playing kind of guy. Normally I'm in the thick of the action, but there's a very good reason why I'm not getting a look in today. That's because the guy behind me is Gareth Potts, 3-time world 8-ball pool playing champion. Ominously, they call him the Golden Boy, and he won his first world title aged just 21. Which gives me a bit of a problem, because in 24 hours I've got to play him and win. My challenge was to take him on, using tech to give me the edge and help me beat the best of the best. I began by getting some key pointers from Gareth.
Firstly, it'd be to show you how to cue up, so your cue action. It's all about delivering the cue in a straight line, nice and firm.
Okay.
Another thing would be the angles of the balls, where to pick the angle on the ball to find the pocket. Another main feature of pool would be strategy, moving the cue ball around the table, planning ahead, and then picking what you're going to do next.
All useful stuff, but to beat a world champion, I was going to need more than advice. I was going to need Gadget. Brilliant, cutting-edge, match-winning Gadget. As Gareth mentioned, cue action is very important, and that is where this might come to my aid. It's the QSight laser-guided cue. Now, if my cueing action is nice and straight, the projected cross should shrink smoothly, which I'm glad to say it does. So the QSight helps to hit the ball cleanly, but it doesn't help you to judge angles. That's where this comes in, the angle buddy. Like the QSight, it works using a laser, but in this case, you attach it to the side cushion of the table, in line with the pocket and the ball. Okay, so that's the line of my shot. In order to pot the blue 2, I've got to make sure that my cue ball hits where the laser sits. You can also use the angle buddy to show you angles for off the cushion shots. So the QSight helped me with my cue action. The angle buddy gave me some pointers with direction. But what I really needed was a single device that combined all 3 aspects of the game: cue action, positioning, and strategy. It's time to fire up the air pool! This is one of the most complex and clever devices I've seen yet. It might be exactly what an inexperienced pub pool player like me needs to beat a world pool champion. It's the air pool. The air pool is a brilliantly clever system that not only plans your next shot, but also shows you how to take that shot. It's like having a virtual Gareth Potts guiding you through every step of the game. A camera above the table looks at the position of the balls, then clever software calculates the best shot to take. It then projects the exact line of that shot onto the table, highlighting the pocket the ball will go into and the direction the cue ball will take afterwards. But that's not all. At the same time, it's analysing the aim of your cue. If you're off target, more lines will appear showing you where you're about to go wrong. And if I'm about to pot the wrong ball, it flags this up by highlighting the pocket the ball's likely to go down with a red ring. The air pool not only helped me sink individual balls, it also worked out the strategy to win the whole game. It was astonishing. After half an hour's practice, I knew that this was the tech I needed. I actually started to believe I might be able to beat a world champion pool player at his own game. It was going to be the best of 3 frames, and as we prepared, the tension was almost unbearable. Gareth would break first. And immediately he was into his stride, potting 3 balls off the break, 2 solids and a stripe. He chose the stripes, and their positions were so good, I wondered if I'd even get a chance in the first frame. Then I got a bit of good fortune. Oh, I was in. Now I had to find out if the air pool system could deal with such a masterly opponent, and also if my potting ability could stand up to the pressure. The air pool immediately showed me my first shot and where the cue ball should head in order to continue the break. I was off. The air pool and I were working brilliantly together, and 2 more balls went down in quick succession. However, my break ended on the green and Gareth started potting again. Of course, air pool was switched off while he was at the table. But then, Gareth missed a difficult red and I'd got another chance. A few balls later, and amazingly, there was just the black to go. I lined up with the pocket, but at the last moment tensed up and my aim wavered. I'd missed! But then a miracle!
Yes! First game! The Gadget Show!
Okay, I know it was a fluke, but I'd still won the first frame. Gadget 1, Professional 0. Bring on frame 2. Now, even though the 12 is the easiest shot, the system is telling me that I'm better off cannoning the 9 onto the 11. I missed it. The system might have the talent, but I obviously didn't, and from that moment on, the second frame was a foregone conclusion. No amount of clever tech will help you if your opponent keeps potting the balls and won't let you back on the table. It was now 1-1. I felt victory still could be mine. The air pool was working brilliantly and I was unbelievably holding my own against a world champion. On to the third and deciding frame. Gareth broke off and I prayed he wouldn't get a good start. And he didn't. Nothing went down. I had a chance. But on my second ball, I messed up. Despite clear guidance from air pool, I'd missed, leaving the table wide open for Gareth to make mincemeat out of me. And just when I thought he was stumped...
Oh no, Gareth, look. Looks like my ball's in the way.
We'll see.
He was truly brilliant, a true champion, and soon all he needed was to pot the black and take a well-deserved victory. But he missed! I had another chance. The air pool showed me exactly what to do. But the pressure got to me. Even worse, I left the black right over a pocket. I could barely watch as Gareth lined up a right sitter. It would be all over in seconds. Gareth had not only potted the black, but also the cue ball. I had won! By a complete fluke, admittedly, but it was still a win.